Fellow Summoners, welcome to MainDeck Masters. My name is Jacob, and today we're here to talk about this guy. Well, this guy, and honestly blue in general, but mainly I'm complaining about the Fat Frog, but blue for the most part in general. If you watched my video about Deadly Balance, you'll understand my hatred for this guy. I was actually really excited for blue in set 4 because Hydra was really strong, of course Deepwalker's strong, Pollen's strong, the Labyrinth is really strong. Seabed kind of makes things a nightmare for opponents if they're not in color with the magic that they want to use in the attack step. Like, the deck was cohesive. The deck is strong. Why do we have this? We don't need this card. My main issue with this card is the fact that looking at the tools that blue has all the aberrations, the ramp package with the labyrinth, you know, cool cards like Sharktree Fukatu. We've got, you know, just a whole cohesive package that is really powerful, can ramp you up, multi-attack with Hydra. They need to figure, you know, your opponent needs to figure out how they're going to guard against it and how they're going to, you know, play against you. And this guy just kind of makes it all irrelevant. He really does. Because I think one of the best counters to blue going into set 4 was Armor Form. Because Armor Form has Armor Blue and Armor White, which is really cool because not only can he not be destroyed or selected by Hydra, he can't be bounced unless he's attacking and you avalanche him, of course. So the best game plan was supposed to be slam an Armor Form with nothing else on the field, use Suppression, Infinity Shield, yada yada, to just stall out Hydra and figure it out from there. You know, if you're on 3 or 4 Armor Form, you just stall out, get to Armor Form, have nothing else, then ascend a new Armor Form, then ascend another Armor Form. Then you've got 3 Armor Forms, and they can't do anything about you because, you know, with Frozen Waterfall, Armor Form can get big. Newman City can make Armor Form bigger. We've got, you know, plenty of buff spells to get Armor Form above the, you know, any threshold that Hydra can get, because Hydra's only 13k. Armor Form becomes a 14k. Hydra can, of course, become bigger thanks to like Seabed Lighthouse and Strong Draw and, you know, even Ancient Draw buffing it by 5k, but Armor Form can get, you know, 2k from Frozen Waterfall, can get 1ks from Newman City, can get buffed by, you know, Suppression by 3k, can also get buffed by Strong Draw, can get buffed by Ancient Draw. So it was a really cool dichotomy where Armor Form could farm Hydra, but Hydra could really deal a lot of damage to other decks. But this guy invalidates that because you mill 5 to 10 every time Hydra swings. And if even if Hydra dies, well, just play another one, Impaler Forest it back or something like that, and, you know, keep making the mill. And then, you know, throw a couple Mandala in the deck and, you know, they're milling even more. So now we can't play Armor Form, which sucks because Armor Form's really, really cool. You know, spinning things that are 5k BP or less. If you've got, you know, Pollens and Deepwalkers and a lot of stuff is under the 5k threshold, especially in blue, and even in red if they don't have a lot of cores on them against other white decks like Valkyrie Bounce. A lot of their spirits are weaker. You know, you get the point. Armor Form could have been really, really cool. And now, you know, everybody's on a timer. This guy just invalidates everything. Once he comes down, and you don't even have to play him, you know? You don't even have to play him until you need him because you don't want him on the field until you get your, you know, until you get your Hydras out. So you just play your Deepwalkers, your Pollens, you know, you have Beldegor to help. You've got the actual shark, Cthulhu Shark, to help clear boards, to wait until you actually get to Hydra with enough cores plus 2 or 3 frogs and make them mill for 15 on swing before they destroy anything. And it's really disappointing. And of course, there are other issues with Hydra. The labyrinth makes them ramp, and it stops the ascend. It stops ascend costs, so they don't actually have to pay to ascend off of it. Seabed Lighthouse makes it a nightmare for opponents to defend. Like, you don't have white symbols, no Dream Bomb, no Inescapable Avalanche, no suppression. You don't have green symbols, no Thorn Prison, no Needle Shot. If you don't have blue symbols, you can't. Not even blue. Raging Tide. I don't know. Floodstream. Oh yeah, blue also got Raging Tide. Raging Tide's an interesting card. Aggro could have been a really good way to invalidate Hydra because you just aggro them down, and then where are you? Where the heck are you? It's in my side deck. It's in my sideboard. Where are you, Raging Tide? Freaking card. This card right here just invalidates any type of aggressive play because, white aggro, okay, well, I have Raging Tide. Do you not have a heavy tank Curiosity on the field? Okay, well, you're doomed, right? Of course, heavy tank Curiosity is a way to protect against a Raging Tide, but that's only during the attack step. But I'm getting off track here. Like, the labyrinth, even the ramp is fine, but stopping the ascend cost, that's real cool. Also, the fact that labyrinth you can use labyrinth, exhaust it, then pay the cores off of it to summon your Hydra, real cool. Seabed Lighthouse, stopping opponents from using off-color answers, real cool. We have, Pollen to dig through nexuses. That card's actually cool. So I don't know what Bandai was thinking, what the development team was thinking when they created the frog. Like, the fact that it's only a level 1 ability is just beyond me. Where did I put you? Stupid piece of crap. The fact that it's a level 1 ability, right? Like, level 1, 2, and 3, at least make it 3 cores. Why couldn't they have made it the Crush a level 1, 2, and 3? Like, Crush plus 1, level 1, 2, and 3. Perfectly fine. Crush for 2, Crush for 3, Crush for 4. And then level 2 and 3 during your attack step. Like, 3 cores, mill 5 every time your Hydra swings. Why? And of course, there are answers to Hydra. There's answers to the frog. There's answers to everything. Like, the deck isn't unbeatable, but it's unfun. Like, it creates unfun game states. I have the Hydra deck built, and it's a pretty dang good build of Hydra. I think it's pretty close to fully optimal. But I just don't play it, like, unless I'm testing or trying to test against it, so I understand how to play against the matchup with certain colors or something like that. It's just not fun. Like, you don't take this deck to locals. I'm sure some people would, but, like, we have a no Hydra rule at our locals because the deck just fucking sucks to play against. So I've got it built. I don't like playing it because, I don't like playing against it because, and this isn't the same thing as, the Green Gale of set 3. This is actually terrifying. It's actually a menace. But it would have been fine. It really would have been fine without this card. We don't need it. We could have had really cool, fun interactions where, with green, Hidden Leaf Elf is a great card. Your opponent, you keep your board clear and your opponent swings with their Hydra, and then you swift in what you want to defend so you don't get anything killed and you don't get anything milled out. But now you just mill for 5 or 10 or what have you every time it swings. Red, Ira has a pretty good matchup against it. You can Ira their board and deadly balance their Hydra, or If they have an early Hydra out that's only at 10k because they don't have enough cores to put it as a 13k, then you can just ascend into Nova and Nova can kill it, which is cool. That's fine. But later on in the game, like, you gotta Ira into Deadly Balance to kill it. And that's fine if you didn't just get milled out every time it swung at you. And, Ira has a lot of high cost spirits, so you're getting milled out for a lot. With two frogs on board, you're getting milled out probably for 15 or 16 on a single swing. Again, white armor form had a great matchup against blue. Not anymore. Armor form's armor form's a control spirit. It's a control defensive slow deck. It doesn't work in this meta. Fabled Beasts might have a decent enough matchup because Fabled Beasts, are unblockable, so you can make a Ginbu unblockable, but it can just get dream bombed if you don't have a Seabed Lighthouse out, and are we playing Seabed Lighthouse and Fabled Beast? But also, is Fabled Beast even fast enough? Because it takes a while to get it onto, it takes a while to get Fabled Beast to get up and going. And in set 3, that was fine because the meta was a lot slower. But in set 4, you can die turn 4, turn 5 very easily. Games are extremely volatile with the 2 Simple Spirits and just how fast things go. 2 damage attacks, invalidating Ice Shields. You have to Ice Shield at 3 basically every turn now. And so is Fabled Beast even a contender? Who knows? Purple, great matchup. Purple does good. They got Doubly Deadly. They have Deadly Balance. They have Ouroboros. They've got Avalo Palladian. They've got Nemesis. They do have Curse Combo, but Curse Combo is pretty slow now, so you got to be a lot faster. Purple has a lot of good tools against it, but is that enough? And then white Valkyrie Bounce might work, if you can get a Callista up and have only Valkyries and have them armor red, white, blue, you can't lose anything and won't get milled out by that. But of course, you still get killed by the frog. You still get milled out by the frog, and yeah, you can keep bouncing it, but it costs 2 plus 1 core to maintain it. And if they've got labyrinths on board, they're just gaining cores for playing the frog. So, what do we do? We ban this guy? Do we hope Bandai, sees it in Mexico and in Texas, how much of a menace is? Dango, destroy everybody with this so we can get it banned, hopefully. Unless Zach destroys you back with purple, who knows? Do we ban the Labyrinth? Do we get rid of Seabed so we have some actual answers? What do we do here? I don't know. I would say definitely get rid of the frog, number 1. Maybe Seabed, because Seabed is toxic too. But like the whole deck, it's just toxic. The entire deck is toxic. And yeah, I just wanted to get all of that out, get it off my chest. I know a lot of you are feeling the same way as I am about this, but that's mostly competitively. I play a lot of casual Battle Spirit Saga with friends and have a lot of fun with it. You see it in our content. We definitely have fun. I still love this game. I love playing with my friends. I love all the crazy, wacky interactions that you can get from this game. But competitively, it's a nightmare. And talking to the competitive players and about how they're practicing and everything like that, like they're straight up not having a good time right now. And I feel for them. I definitely do. But yeah, thank you for listening to this rant. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content. It helps out a bunch. We're so close to 500. And we also have a TCG player store now, MainDeck Masters. So if you see MainDeck Masters, that's us on TCG Player. So check us out. Buy some of our stuff if you need it. We're trying to get to level 4 seller. So, if you want to support us, that's a great way to do it. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you in the next video.